I would say, I think the classics of furniture design are more important now than ever, because a lot of people are sort of they are slightly bored by the situation, so they are working very much from their memory of what they remember. So I think it must be pretty good right now to have a furniture company making classic modernist pieces. I think that's been good business. So that is always that. And I must say that in a lot of projects we are choosing in the last 3 years, maybe 2-3 years, we have been choosing a combination of things, but always choosing certain classic pieces like tonnet chairs, because they are somehow they are not designed. You know how I mean? It's like they are not saying loudly, "Here I am, a piece of furniture." That it's instead they are very low key. So I think that is one thing. The very classic pieces, which are sort of, even people who are not into furniture design, not working the way you and me are working, even they sort of like, they're familiar to them. The other part is very specific, I would say. And if you look at, I would say that the other part of furniture, and at least the way it has been the 2-3 last years, is that it's becoming even more sort of fashion oriented. And with fashion oriented, I mean that it becomes very trendy. That things are you know, the, how would I say, the sofa for the moment, you know, and then the chair for the moment, things which are being published. And when I talk to manufacturers, which I work with, and also to colleagues which are not working, there's a huge, there have been in the last 5 years, that you launch a chair, everybody likes it, and it gets used a lot in the beginning. So the curve is like coming like this, and then it's going down and taking the next trendy piece. So that's what I mean, that it's becoming very fashionable. And you have these pieces which are not really, how would I say, practical in any way, but they have a very strong visual presence and works really well on a small screen like this, you know. So that's the other part of what we have right at this moment. And I think the pandemic has even sort of pushed this further on. I mean, you're always looking for that special thing. It could be a chair, but it could also be an interior or a building. But I mean, it's difficult. It's like, you know, I think that in one way we work in a sort of Scandinavian modernist tradition. I can't find another better word for it. And we are always looking for that. It's sort of like warm feeling to it, like an atmosphere which is inviting people, not being snobby and trying to push people. But at the same time, we don't really like things which are sort of like all over the place. It has to have a certain calmness, I think. And considering that, what you're doing is always trying to complement the picture. I was just asked last Thursday, I was asked about somebody what I think how furniture will evolve. And I really think that this will be the death of really hard-edged contract furniture. You know what I mean with like really hard, you know, like things without sort of soulless. I think everybody will look for this special thing in objects, not only furniture, in objects.